cutting through the BS. Welcome to Unfiltered Influence with your host, Trey Civarella.
Welcome back to Unfiltered Influence. This is week 3, even though we missed week 2 due to sicknesses going around. Don't know what it was. Felt like shit.
Only to him.
Only to me. Always
fine.
to me. Dude, I couldn't even get out of bed. It was so bad. Like, I genuinely felt like I had a concussion. Like, I said that to you, like, when I was texting you, but I felt like I had a concussion. That's how bad. Like, my ears, my eyes, it was terrible. It was so bad. But nonetheless, we survived. We're here with a new backdrop that hopefully will look good when this episode comes out. We spent a whole 13 and a half minutes roughly setting this up. I know that because I looked at my phone when we started doing this because I was afraid it was going to take us at least an hour, and it took us 13 and a half minutes.
I knew it was going to be that bad.
I had no idea. I thought I didn't know. But anyway, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited that the last episode even got out because it was a whole learning process with the new way that we're doing things. To even get it up on YouTube took way longer than I wanted it to. But
yeah, it was a little rough.
Yeah, my computer almost exploded about 5 times trying to get that episode up, but nonetheless, we persevered and we are here. So, going into next week, before we do anything for next week, we gotta recap last week, right? We gotta recap what happened this past weekend of games, and then we could talk about week 1 a little bit too, because we previewed it, but we didn't cover it. But let's start with week 2.
We have our records from week 1 from the pick'em. We just didn't go over them because there was no episode.
Our records will be right here. Somewhere his will be somewhere, mine will be somewhere in this area. Future Trey has to put it in.
We don't even know who's winning.
We don't
At
as of this moment.
We do not know who's winning.
Last I checked, when I was looking at it for week 1, I was ahead of you by 1 game.
1 game.
One game because of the Bills thing. It was because of that Thursday night opener.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's here. You guys will know in this episode before we do, but nonetheless. It was an exciting week of games. It was more exciting for me than it was for you. I'm just saying. Tua was that guy. I tried to tell you that Tua was that guy. Nobody wanted to believe it. And everybody, listen, I saw the clips, the hater clips, because, Dolphins fans kept receipts, okay? We kept them freaking receipts. Because it was popular to hate on Tua at one point in time. But he showed out. But we'll get to Tua later. Any game that you want to start off with? Do you want to talk about your Browns to start off so we can get it out of the way? I know it was painful.
Do you want to go? Do you want to start the Thursday night game since that was the first one?
We can go with Thursday night.
That.
Yeah.
And it arguably was the best game of the week.
Not for me.
Well, okay, whatever.
I don't think it was even objectively.
It wasn't, but it was a good game.
I also look like a jackass right now.
Oh, very much so, and I look like a genius.
Well. No, here's the thing, though. I also predicted that there was what division was it?
AFC
The
West?
AFC. No, that's the one that I'm shitting the bed on right now. I also predicted that the AFC East would shape up the way it's shaping up right now, in terms of how everything is playing out with wins and losses. And I know we're two weeks in.
West,
AFC East, the Dolphins
That's the
division.
Dolphins.
Yes, I'm right on most of my divisions. I'm also right on the Eagles.
You are, but how I couldn't? Okay,
I'm just really wrong on the Chiefs right now.
I honestly do think the Cowboys still would have won the division if Dak Prescott never got hurt. Like
I don't
know
so.
That
they won with Cooper Rush. They won with Cooper Rush.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, Dak is the most mid quarterback in the NFL.
Cooper Rush, are you saying he's better than Dak Prescott?
No, but I'm saying if Cooper Rush can win games, it is not because of Dak that they're losing. That's not the reason.
Okay, well, we'll get to the Cowboys.
The reason they're losing is because they have outside of CD, the receiver core is just there's no reason that Michael Turpin should be a point of discussion within that locker room for receivers. Like, you lost Amari, you lost Cedric Wilson. That it's depleted.
Michael Gallup's hurt.
Michael Gallup's hurt. The O line isn't that great either. With all the injuries that happened on the O line. So it's not just Dak. Dak's not the reason they're losing. With or without Dak, they weren't gonna have success. But the Bengals, we gotta get them later. But anyway, going back to the Thursday night, we kind of.
The 4 things I literally have written down because these are like literally the only takeaways you could get from this game. I'm not the only ones. I put Pat Mahomes baby, meaning like he's a dog. I put Herbert as a dog because he's a dog, and then I said Chargers are very good, and it was a great game. Like there's literally nothing else. This is not a bad loss at all. This is just a great win from the Chiefs. Like that's all it is. It's not like they were up by 27 and blew a lead. Like it was close the whole time, and I don't want to say the better team because at this moment in time, I still do think the Chiefs or the Chargers are going to win the division. But Chiefs just won the game. That's all it was.
We got to see what happens with that rib cartilage for Herbert. Watching that game,
Mike Williams is also him.
The Chargers were in control of that game for at least half of the game. Post halftime, at halftime I was really confident. And what was going on?
At half?
I think it was. I think the Chargers were up by like at least a touchdown. I thought at half, and just the way that the whole game was playing out, I was like, it feels like the Chargers had this one under control. And then, holy shit, that was not even close to the truth in the second half. But, listen, I said that the Chiefs will finish last. That might have been a little bit of a stretch. I don't know. I'm still not going to bank on it. We're 2 weeks into the season.
Yeah,
we're 2 weeks in. The only thing that scares me about my prediction is that the Raiders are 0-2 and that the Broncos look pitiful. That's the
bad.
only reason that I'm not okay.
That's like I had the Chiefs finishing 3rd in the division, dude.
Yeah,
I had them winning the Super Bowl, but I had them finishing 3rd in the division, and it's looking like the Chiefs and the Chargers are probably gonna be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Who's gonna? I don't know what's gonna happen with those last 2 teams, though. I really don't. It's funny because we'll keep. We'll talk about the teams when we get to them.
I couldn't believe, like, how pitiful. Yeah, like you said, we'll get to it. The Broncos. I'm still mad because they lost me a lot of money on Monday night in the opening week. Still not over it. All right, let's go to the 1 o'clock games. Patriots Steelers. That game was the most. I didn't watch it. Most of the 1 o'clock games didn't have my attention because of the Dolphins game.
Okay, here's the thing.
But that from the highlights that I saw and the fact that there was very few highlights.
I just talked to Steelers fans.
Well,
That's all I needed.
The fact that there were very few highlights showed to me that this was pretty much a barn burner. It wasn't very exciting.
I have one bullet point. It says,
Aguilar?
I don't even know Steelers offense is not good. Because I don't know what else to say. That's literally that's been the topic of the Steelers for the last 3 years.
It's
basically.
pitiful.
It's just how
pitiful.
it is. This year is arguably worse than it has been, just because.
Here's the thing.
Mitch Trubisky literally might be worse than Ben Roethlisberger.
This has to no.
Well,
this has to fall on Matt Canada though, because the offensive line didn't give up that many sacks in week 2. You have Najee Harris. You have decent wide receivers.
Yeah, Najee hasn't been doing as much as he did the last year. The first 2 games.
Sure, Mitch isn't exactly top tier, but like the scheme's got to be better. You can't only allow 17 points right now in this in this day and age in the NFL. You can't only allow 17 points and lose at home. You just can't do it. And honestly, one of the touchdowns that the Patriots even got, because Nelson Aguilar jumped over a corner, like that's not gonna happen 9 times out of 10. Aguilar doesn't catch that ball 9 times out of 10, but on that 1 out of 10 play, he did jump over the corner and Mossman took it to the house. Like, it's the NFL, man. Like, that shit'll happen. But like, the Steelers' offense is absolutely atrocious. The Patriots' offense isn't that much better either.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So, but
they just had a slightly better game.
They just have Bill Belichick.
I mean, like, I feel bad. Okay, here's the thing. I will sit back and watch them burn to the ground and watch Mitch Trubisky do awful every week. I don't give a shit. I'm a Browns fan.
Yeah.
But if I'm a Steelers fan, I am rioting to start Kenny Pickett. Just do it.
My thing is, my thing is, like I said, I preaching to the freaking like heavens on this one, but like with the quarterback class that you have next year, with how talented that you have C.J. Stroud coming out, you have Bryce Young coming out, you have all these guys coming out that are top end quarterbacks coming out of the draft. Why don't you see what you have now with Pickett to see if he's the guy or not? If he's not, okay, you wasted a pick in a bad draft anyway, and you lick your wounds and move on.
Shit like that happens. Yeah.
So you got to see what you have. Like, why not? It's confusing, but on to the next game. Panthers and Giants. Panthers are 0-2. Giants are 2-0 now. New York, the Giants are 2-0.
They're
Hold
about-
on to your seats.
They're about to be 3-0.
Who do they play next week?
Cowboys.
I would agree with that. Hey, Brian Dable, even though like they haven't scored a ton of points, Brian Dable's got that team looking nice. Like, just like, okay, I say nice. In comparison to what we're used to from the Giants, it is nice. I mean, he's got them boys running hard. Like, you could just tell there's a new attitude in that locker room. Like, from all the guys, from Saquon, even from Daniel Jones, who looks significantly better, in my opinion, than last year. He's just
Saquon's back.
Saquon's back. Saquon's looking like his
He didn't
rookie
have
Saquon.
as good. He didn't have as good as games he did week 1, but he
Still had a good game.
he good enough
Yeah, exactly.
for them to win.
Exactly. It's just like Dable, if you're
It's crazy how much a coaching change does.
No, seriously. But
Culture changes everything.
and Dable, he knows what he has with Daniel Jones, right? He's slowing the game
Not a
down.
lot.
And by what I mean is like it's a lot of bubble screens, a lot of short passes. He's not asking him to like be a world beater out there. He's not asking Daniel Jones to go out there and throw 330 yards every game. Like, he's slowing the game down for a quarterback who hasn't been that good in the past, and he's making him decent and usable right now. So it's
Here's the thing,
impressive.
dude. I mean, I know we're gonna talk about all these quarterbacks coming up, but like, let's be honest. What do they have to lose? Not a
Nothing.
single
Not-
person
nothing.
in the world
No.
said the Giants are gonna win this goddamn division and win the Super Bowl. Like,
Nope.
And that's, I know I'm saying this, but and you could say this for almost every team in the dumpster of the division, but like, what, dude? Just they have one of the best talent-wise running backs in the game. You could say he dropped a little bit just because
Yep.
of his injuries and everything, but they just got this second overall pick last year.
Yep.
I don't even think he
Second.
hasn't he
No,
Think
the
he
Giants.
hasn't
The Giants have a third.
third or fourth
Third or
because they
fourth.
got Kayvon Thibodeau. Hey, he hasn't even played
Who
yet,
hasn't
has he?
played? No.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're 2-0. It's working right now. They play a beat up and bad offensive minded Cowboys team. They could be 3-0.
Easily.
Now, if they do win, I'm not going to sit here and say they're going to win the division because they're not. They're going to be that 3-0 team that there's always a team every year that's last year's Panthers. They were 3-0.
Yep.
And then they won 5 games?
Yeah.
4 games? It just happens like that. And shit like that goes down, and that's probably what's going to happen with them, unfortunately. But, hey, they're having a good first couple weeks.
Yeah. Why not? Something to be excited about in New York.
And the Panthers?
Not much to talk about. Honestly, we
Hire Matt Rule.
Yeah. Honest to
That's
God,
all
like,
you
there-
have to
there's not
say.
much. Yeah, like not much to talk about for the Panthers. Next game. I'm sorry. I'm just going across. I'm sure you know what's next.
I don't give a shit, dude.
You do give a shit though.
I do.
Talk about from hero to zero, Cade York. I mean, Jesus
Oh my-
Christ, have mercy.
No. Do not talk shit on Cade York. This is not his fault. Not at all. It doesn't matter
think that-
if he misses. If he makes that,
I think that he
we're
shares.
still going to overtime, and we still deserve to lose that game.
I think that-
because the fact that we give up 14 fucking points in a minute and a half
How about
is
this?
not his
How about
fault
this?
at all.
How about
That is
this?
the defense. That is the coverages. That
no,
is the safeties.
no, it's also the special teams.
Yeah, that onside kick was awful, but still, it doesn't matter. Like the first touchdown, the Corey Davis, a 75-yard touchdown, never should have fucking happened, and then nothing would. We would have been fine. That wouldn't have happened. They maybe would have went down, got a touchdown, went for a 2-point conversion. Would have been like, oh, this is gonna be scary, but shit like it just wouldn't have happened, and that is what's made the problem. I don't
think
know.
My opinion.
Whether everyone's shitting on Joe Woods right now. I don't know if that is what we need to do, whether or not
Listen,
it's the safety's fault, because clearly it happened in week 1 with Robbie Anderson, the 75-yard touchdown.
Yep.
Clearly the cornerbacks think that the safeties are going to do some shit that they're not fucking doing.
I mean,
So they need to figure something out.
so here's the thing. Here's where I put the blame on for that game specifically. The special teams unit, right? That's 1, and Nick Chubb is 2. Here's why.
Don't even say because he scored too early.
Well, you got to know where you're at.
Yeah, I know.
Go. You got to go down there. If you go in the end zone, you give them the ball back. If you go down there, game's over.
To me, it don't matter, dude. They had no timeouts. None. Jets had no
Still.
timeouts.
But here, okay, but let me explain.
And they didn't have the 2-minute warning.
Let me explain myself though.
That
First,
is
the special teams unit. You miss an extra point, then you give up an onside kick. Those are 2 back-to-back killers, which in the end cost you this game. Now Nick Chubb, it was a dumb move, but he also deserves blame for that because if he goes down, we're not even talking about this right now.
I don't think he deserves any. I think the only blame. I mean, yeah, you could say that. You could say that Cade York missing. No, it's
Cade York missing
it's
in
the
the
def-
onside
it's the
onside kick.
defense giving up that first touchdown that led to the onside kick. that is what happened. The defense and the safety secondary duo is what ruined that game, and that's all it is, in my opinion. It's fixable. It's a awful loss, but there's literally nothing. The funny thing is, that game wasn't on live TV. It was a Steelers game that was, so I was watching it on Stream East, and the last
Definitely gotta blur that.
why
I mean,
I was watching it on my phone. I have NFL Mobile.
thanks, man.
And it's
This fucking guy. Jesus Christ.
I was watching it on my phone,
Fuck.
and I had it connected to the TV, and it stopped working. So I didn't even see the last touchdown.
Yeah.
I saw the onside kick, and then it stopped working. So I didn't even.
Oh wait, real quick. Speaking about not working, the Sunday ticket really didn't work. Like for like a good 3 out of 4 quarters, it didn't work, and me and my dad had to find other ways to watch the game. Like it was the most putrid shit. We pay for it for this specific time of year. Realistically, once a week we go on the Sunday ticket. And the one time a week it's supposed to fucking work, it literally doesn't work. It was the most infuriating thing. I mean, we got to watch 90% of the game, 99% of the game, anyways, because we have alternative methods to watch the game and everything. But it was putrid. So the Sunday ticket, fuck that. And I know that a lot of people on Twitter were setting NFL ticket on fire, and for good reason. That shit sucked ass on Sunday. But anyway. Hey, Bob Saleh and the Jets are 1-1. Everybody in the AFC East has a win.
We made Joe Flacco look way too good.
Joe Flacco.
But hey,
Anyway.
I don't.
Hey,
there's nothing else
we
to
got to
say
move
about it.
on. We got to move
Yeah.
on.
I'm done talking about it.
Colts, Jags.
Fuck them,
What the hell's going on in Indy, man?
dude.
What's going on?
This
Wash quarterback to wash
goddamn
quarterback to wash
Jags
quarterback.
team has a very good chance of winning this shit ass division.
This is the
If
NFC
the Colts
East
keep this up,
of the AFC.
yeah,
Like
it's awful. We
I
knew
think
that
it-
before the season came in.
I think it's worse than the NFC
Oh
East.
my god, dude, easily.
Like significantly worse.
Giants are 2-0, Eagles are 2-0, Cowboys have a competent defense, kind of.
Ish.
And what's the last team? The Commanders. Fucking MVP
The one-
Carson Wentz are back.
Well, not according to the.
That offense is looking a lot better than we would have expected it to. So
No, it
at
is.
this moment,
The Lions still beat him. Hey, one ass cheek and 3 toes, man. MCDC. We'll get to them in a second. The Jaguars don't look bad in a division that's shitty. The Colts look bad in a division that's shitty. I don't know what's going on in Indianapolis. I feel bad for Pat McAfee. He has arguably the most entertaining sports show on the planet, and it feels like he never has a good team to talk about in Indianapolis because of the wash quarterback to wash quarterback to wash quarterback thing. And the injuries. Michael Pittman, Leonard,
yeah,
all these guys are out. It's rough. But Colts fans, you guys got to bear down. You got to bear down and you just kind of hope and pray. There's not much else you can do. I don't think it's Frank Reich's fault. I don't really think there's blame to be put on one person. I just kind of think it's it is what it is right now. You just got to go through it. You got injuries. You got a quarterback who, in my opinion, has always been, well, not always, but definitely as of late has been kind of limited as to what you can do on offense. And Jonathan Taylor, his back might be legitimately broken from carrying this offense. So
He didn't do very good at it the other night.
no. So not much to talk about that game. It was 24-zip. All right, let's move on. I know what you see is next.
Oh shit!
And here we go.
Jesus Christ!
Tua had 6 of them things. 6. He
Right.
threw for 4 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. He is the last quarterback to do that since Dan Marino.
Do you want to know? You want to see? I have 3 bullet points.
Go ahead.
Lamar is insane. Tua is insane. Tyreek is insane.
You forgot one.
You could add Jalen
I
Waddle.
was say you forgot one. Tua is him. Tyreek is him.
Don't
Jalen is him.
chill out with this too.
Even Mike Gesicki is kind of him. I mean, the hatred that Tua was getting. Now you could say, "Oh well, Tua was never. Tua's only good because he has a good wide receiving core. Tua's only good because he has Mike McDaniel." Guys, I need to explain this to people who just don't watch NFL, or at least it seems like they don't. Patrick Mahomes has the greatest, or one of the greatest offensive coaches of all time. He has the best tight end in the league for years, and he also has a track team. Justin Herbert has Keenan Allen, one of the best offensive lines, and a decent head coach, right? Any quarterback in this league that is exceptional and is good at their job at another level has help. Nobody can do it by themselves, including Tua, okay? Tua is doing exactly what he needs to do in the offense that he was given. Last year, he probably would have been pulled from that game because of how Brian Flores was with him. There was no trust. Now you see a coach that's trusting him. He has weapons, and now you can truly see what Tua can do. I never understood the hate because Tua had a bottom 5 O-line, a bad receiving core, and a defensive-minded head coach. Now it's completely flip-flopped, and you're seeing what Tua can really do. Tua can be one of the best quarterbacks in the league, A, because of his anticipation, and B, because of his accuracy. Those two things he does better than 99% of quarterbacks on this planet, is anticipating and being accurate with his throws. The us or nobody throws, one of the best in the league to do it. Either we get a touchdown or it's an incompletion. There's no pick associated with the play because of where he puts the football. I'm tired of the Tua hate. Tua's one of the better quarterbacks in this league this year in this offense. You're going to see it. This wasn't a fluke. And it also speaks volumes being down 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. A lot of quarterbacks would have retired that game and kind of moved on. Not Tua, though. Lionheart. Almost 500 yards. 6 of them things. Tua's the man.
Do you know who else had 6 touchdowns in a game once?
I do know. Trubisky did. Yeah, try and hit me with them stupid-ass stats. I know.
Nah, he ain't as bad as Trubisky. He played great. Great game. That's all I can say.
Dude, Lamar played great, too. I feel bad.
Yeah, I know.
Lamar's the biggest loser.
Fucking insane, dude.
Lamar's the biggest loser of this week because nobody's talking about what he did. He had a perfect passer rating at halftime. A perfect passer rating.
It's insane.
Like
Lamar is playing like he's on a goddamn contract here
somebody
right
who
now.
wants some money.
And he's probably gonna. And he right now we'll get to the Bengals and all that ass division, but he's looking like I doubted them. And they were damn close to 2-0. So I mean, I doubted the Ravens. I doubted Lamar Jackson and who the hell he's gonna throw to. But Rashad Bateman and Devin Duvernay are fucking doing shit over there, and Mark Andrews. But they're working. They're probably gonna win the division, and just in another game where it's not a. I guess you can kind of say it is a bad loss because they blew a lead, but not for Lamar himself.
No.
Just for the defense and the coaching and the team overall. But yeah.
Moving over to New Orleans, it was
Oh my
fight
God.
night in New Orleans, baby. Round 2 or 3. I think it's 2, maybe 3 between Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. Don't touch Tom Brady, folks. Mike Evans will literally rip your head off.
I didn't even see the fight.
Dude, I saw it. Like
I don't even know what happened. I just know he got suspended.
So Lattimore started talking shit to Bruce Arians. He proceeded to get in Tom Brady's face. Old man Brady started
Todd
going.
Bowles, you mean?
No,
Bruce Arians is not the coach.
he's on the sidelines though.
I thought he was up in the press box.
Nope.
doing some shit.
No, he was on the sidelines. Started talking shit to Arians. Then he moved his attention to Tom Brady. Old ass Tom Brady started wobbling his way over to try and talk shit to Lattimore. Then out of fucking nowhere, I mean out of nowhere, Mike Evans comes and just like body checks the shit out of Lattimore. I mean,
I need to look it up and watch.
it was
I
wild.
didn't even see it.
It was wild. I mean, you had fights, you had tablets being spiked, you had the whole 9 over, and
Other than all the drama, dude, this game was awful.
it was so bad. It was defense.
It was 3-3 going into the fourth quarter. I don't even know how they scored this many points.
pick 6.
Yeah, I know is what it was. Because it was 13-10, and then they got that pick 6.
You know.
Jameis did not play good at all, dude.
You know it was a pick 6 because you know that you were playing me in fantasy, and I had the defense who got 25 points. 25. But no, I mean there's not much to talk about this game. I still think the Bucks are contenders. I just think the Saints are that good on defense.
That is true. The Saints arguably are the best defense.
So
in the
like
league.
it's just
There's not much you can say about that.
Nope. Moving on. Lions, Commanders. Hey man, I love you guys, man. 1 ass cheek, man. 3 toes, man. 1 win, man. What? MCDC gets a win. First win of the year. And honestly, they looked good last week. They fought last week against a very good Eagles team because you saw it last night. It's a really good Eagles team. Lions almost beat them. I mean, the commies are the commies. Like, they're going to do what they're going to do. Like,
They made it a game.
they did.
Carson Wentz had another solid game.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I like the Lions. Lions are fun. I said Lions are here. That was one of my points. And I
Yep.
also said, whoa. I also
What's
said,
up? I just think it's the headphones. I don't think it's going to come up on the thing.
I also said, I'm on Ross St. Brown as him because
He is him.
I wanted him in both my fantasy leagues so damn bad.
Oh, yep.
It just didn't work out.
Nope.
And I didn't get him in either one. But
Hey, MCDC's got them boys fun this year. They're an 8-win team.
whether or not they make the playoffs or not, they're gonna have some goddamn fun. They're gonna make some good games. Every game they're in is probably gonna be a good game. So
Hell yeah, man. All right, moving on. 49ers Seahawks. Obviously the big story. Trey Lance out for the year after a broken ankle. Jimmy G's back in there. So everything that everybody talked about this offseason doesn't fucking matter anyway because Jimmy G
It's
is
Jimmy
right
G
back where he
show
was. Yeah.
because Trey Lance is not coming back.
And if you saw the video, it looks like his teammates aren't too mad about that either. So show I don't know what that
I'm
says.
telling you,
I'm not
dude,
speculating what it
there
says.
was-
I'm just saying
there was something that went wrong in that quarterback room for them to all fucking offseason was when they're gonna trade him. This dude doesn't even want to be here. All of a sudden, re-signed for another year. What? That shit just doesn't happen. Something happened.
Something happened.
It's not like I'm not gonna say they have a freaking they didn't know Trey Lance was gonna break his ankle,
They had a
but
crystal
something
ball.
happened to where they were scared that Trey Lance was not gonna pan out, and they were gonna have to bench him.
Mm.
They didn't have to bench him. He broke his leg, but
Yep.
Jimmy G's back.
Jimmy G is back.
And now, honestly, right now, I could say if I am an NFC team, I am a lot scared of the 49ers than I was week 1, just because of the quarterback change.
Yeah. Yep.
That could have been different because Trey Lance could have been a lot better than Jimmy G can be, but we're
And
not
the-
going to
and the
know until another year.
And the Niners look alive again. That's
They
the
do.
thing.
definitely do.
Speaking of a team that doesn't look alive, though, the Rams look absolutely like
Here's the
like
thing,
a
though.
shell. That game, they let it be too close.
Yeah, they were up 23. I get it, but
Punt block.
for that to happen, the shit that went down at
Block
the end of that
punt?
game, dude, that block punt,
They still didn't look great though.
the touchdown, and then Cooper Kupp, the best,
Fumble.
arguably the best receiver in the league, never fumbles, had a fumble, like shit. It was almost like the Browns game, dude. The shit was just going wrong. That
I don't know. I'm kind of.
doesn't always go wrong.
I'm not completely selling stock on the Rams, but I'm getting
Neither
close
am
to
I.
it.
I'm not going to sit here and say that they're the favorites right now because they're not. That offense and that O line isn't looking as good as it was. Matt
No.
Stafford throws way too many
And
interceptions.
I just
dude.
wish they looked a little bit more
Way too
competent.
many
I wanted them to look a
interceptions.
little bit more competent against the Bills. That's it. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. That game just confused me. I'm going to hold off comments on the Rams until next week. I'm going to give them another week before I even really.
Yeah, it's too early to judge on good teams. Like
Yep.
even like we're judging the Colts. They could go on a 6-game win streak because they're
Yep.
a good enough team to where they can. But we're just judging off what we're seeing right now.
All right, over to Las Vegas.
Jesus Christ!
The Raiders pissed.
Insanity.
The Raiders pissed down their legs, and Kyler
Dude,
Murray
here's
looked
the
like
thing.
Dude, he looked like prime Mike Vick, like running around in the pocket. Dude,
He's like a toddler.
I was gonna say. That's what
He
I was gonna lead
runs
us off.
so weird. Dude.
He
It's
runs like a
hilarious.
badass little toddler
I
who just
love
stole
it,
his
dude.
parents' phone. That's like one of the greatest tweets of all time. Like every time I see him running, I still think about it because hey, Kyler's that guy though. Kyler's still that guy.
Yeah, it was funny. We were on the phone when that game was like 20-3,
I mean, they
and
still
I
blew
said
that. Like,
because I originally was not on the Cardinals train at all.
I'm still not. I'm still
Yeah,
not.
no, I'm not either. But they were they were down 23, close to being 0-2, and I was like, I bet you're happy you jumped on my side with that Cardinals stock because.
Yep.
And then they ended up going back and winning. Dude, that game was insane. Did you see both 2-point conversions?
Yeah, dude.
20 fucking seconds.
He ran for like
and then,
ever.
And then the throw to AJ Green was just
Laser.
oh my god,
And
it
then
was insane.
and then the Raiders are driving, and they fumble.
Twice, same
Twice-
dude.
Twice. Hunter Renfro. What was it with white dudes fumbling
Oh my
to,
god.
to almost
dude.
to
I don't
almost
know.
lose the game or lose the game? I mean, Cooper Kupp and Hunter Renfro both like just forgot how to hold a football in the end of the game. But no, dude, punched it out.
Crazy ending.
And I was like, that's game, right? That's game. And then I just hear the announcer going, wait a second, that's game. Like, just punched it out and took it to the crib. The Raiders look very bad. They look very, very bad.
Yeah, there was 2 teams in that division that is.
Oh, we're about to get to the second one
getting
because
a
I'm
little
still pissed about
scary.
the second one. Actually, no, fuck it. Let's go. Let's talk about them. The
Yeah,
Broncos.
there's not much else to say about the Cardinals.
The Broncos beat the Texans, and Broncos country. We are still not riding. Okay, we are not riding. I am not riding with Broncos country because we didn't cover week 1. But if we did cover week 1, you would have saw me almost spike one of these microphones because of how much they lost me money against the Seahawks. I mean,
They don't look good.
they look so bad. Like, Russell Wilson was overthrowing receivers
He is not.
by at least 10 yards. I don't know what is happening.
Nathaniel Hackett is not doing well at all, but neither is Russell Wilson. It's not
No.
fully on that head coach. It's
The second game isn't. The first game, it was.
yeah. Russell Wilson actually had a good first game.
Yes, but this
You couldn't
game,
really ask him to do much more.
I mean, and last week, the defense, it's like you can never have two sides of the football so far be cohesively, like, okay. Like, this week, the offense was, like, really bad. Last week, the offense was decent. I say last week, but when they played the Texans, their defense was really good, but when they played the Seahawks, their defense was ass. So it's like, I don't even know what to think. I don't even know. Like, listen, for all my sports bettors out there, don't touch the Broncos until you see some consistency. For the love of God, don't do what I did.
Do you have touchscreen now? Who did the Seahawks play this week? I forget.
The Seahawks,
They got killed by someone. I forget. You went all the way down, dude. What are you doing?
the Seahawks.
Oh, they played the 49ers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, going back to week 1 real quick. I don't know what it was, dude. Geno Smith looked amazing. That Seahawks defense looked amazing.
Yep.
And week 2, they just made the Broncos look that much worse because they proved to everyone that they're not good. Like, the defense did not look good at all. Geno Smith did not look good at all. It was a 1-week thing, and it was just so happened to be against Russell Wilson and the Broncos, who were supposed to be a good team.
Yeah.
And, I'm not going to overreact. They could still – it's way too early. Like, the Broncos could literally be 3-6, and we could be talking about, oh, they're going to lose this division, only win 5 games, and they could win out. Like, shit, like, it's just football. It's sports. But there are a couple of teams that are expected to be good that are looking a little worrisome right now, and the Broncos are
One of them.
100% one of them. Probably I would be the most worried about them out of everyone else.
I'm not because of the team that we're about to talk about. And that's
I don't even know who
and that's the Bengals.
I ain't that worried about. They'll still win.
I
still think they'll win the division.
I am extremely worried about the Bengals. They've given up they gave up 6 sacks last week. To granted, it's a decent defense for the Cowboys, but
Micah Parsons is him.
yes, he is.
He is him,
But
dude.
good God Almighty, do they look freaking bad? Like, I feel bad. Burrow doesn't have any time, and you paid so much money this offseason for a better O-line, and they arguably look worse. No, not even arguably. They do look worse.
Hold on. Let's rewind real quick. Let me go back. I didn't realize, but let me go back to a couple of the points I put down for the Rams-Falcons game. The first 2 points, or the first point was knew they'd be fine when they were up 28-3, and I put Mariota blows, which he does, but they ended up coming back. The better one is the Raiders and Cardinals. And the first one I said Cardinals are just not good, and then the next bullet point I said, well, shit, I wrote that when they were down 23-7. All right, we can go back. I just thought that was funny.
I just can't, like, the Bengals, man. They scare me. That O-line, it's hard, they got to fix it. If they don't, it's rough. I really am scared for them. The defense doesn't look great either at times. It looks really, really kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? They look like a show. Like, both sides of the football look like a show from last year. I mean, you got to wonder how much longer is this hangover from the Super Bowl going to really last, because
Yeah, I mean,
it's scary.
it happened in Super Bowl 50. Both teams missed the playoffs. It hasn't really happened recently to where the team that won the Super Bowl or won missed the playoffs, but I really did not expect them to be bad or miss playoffs or underperform, and I still don't. I still think they're fine. Granted, I thought they were going to start the season off 2-0, not 0-2, but
To 2 not great teams.
yeah, without Dak too. That just makes it worse. I'm not selling my stock in the Bengals yet. I just think at the beginning of the season, I wasn't. Now, right now, I'm gonna have to put Justin Herbert over Joe Burrow. But at the beginning of the season, I didn't yet, just because Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl. I mean, there's nothing.
Yeah.
But
You forgot a quarterback in that draft class that is better than both of them.
shut the hell up. We all know Justin Herbert's better than him.
Maybe.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, listen, the Cowboys suck. The Bengals are scaring me. That's the bottom line. Bears, Packers. Bears had a good week 1. It's too bad that everybody and their mother knew that was only for week 1 because of the tsunami.
Ain't gonna happen.
Packers look like the Packers again, which is
I'll
nice.
tell you what, though. Justin Fields is fun.
He's very fun. It's
I
too
love
bad
that
the
man.
team around him sucks. So I don't know.
Yeah. And, yeah, Aaron Rodgers that whole team had a rough week 1. And guess what? Guess what happened second game? He stopped throwing to the rookie receivers, and they did good.
He didn't even.
I don't even think he looked at him.
No.
Not even on the sideline.
No,
Not even a look.
No. It was the Randall Cobb, Bob Tunyon, and legitimately
Lazard,
anybody else. Alan Lazard show. Yeah. The poor rookies are getting money nuts. Yeah, it's just not
But
happening.
yeah, there's not much to say about that game. I personally, I'm gonna sit here and say I don't think it was a touchdown that Justin Fields run. Did you see that?
I thought it was.
I don't think, and even if it was, it wouldn't have changed the game.
Yep.
Packers still would have won.
Yep. All
Moving
right.
on.
Next game.
Oh, both of
it's-
these
it's-
ass Monday night games.
It's both of them. There honestly, I don't, Bills 41-7. Bills are Super Bowl contenders. Probably going to the Super Bowl.
Bills look insane.
They do. It was like a fucking college.
Derek-
It's like a
fuck
college
Derrick
game.
Henry.
It was like a college game. They benched their quarterback in the fourth quarter.
Dude,
That's some college
they
shit.
couldn't stop fumbling or throwing picks. There was like 3 muffed punts. The Titans.
I know.
It was bad.
Hey, we
dude.
both
I
said
watched
we
it.
both said Titans are frauds before the season started.
Oh yeah, 'cause
So.
yeah, they are. Malik Willis came in. Thank fucking Christ. But they're probably not, and he didn't do good. But maybe
No.
they'll start in week 3. They're 0-2. What the hell do they? They're 0-2, right?
It's like the Kenny Pickett thing. See what you got.
Might as well.
Vikings Eagles. Eagles look like the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, holy shit.
And it's
With the
not close.
With the Buccaneers really not having very great.
And the Rams
2
looking
weeks,
shoddy.
The Rams looking shitty.
Packers
Who
lost
else?
week 1 in a
Yeah.
sketchy ass game.
The Eagles easily look
Look-
like the best team in the NFC.
Hey,
right now.
listen, both quarterbacks from Alabama that were being put on a pedestal for a hot seat, being Jalen Hurts and Tua, both of them looking good. And it's crazy to think that both of them were in the same locker room.
They are also in the locker room with another starting quarterback that also won this week.
Yeah, but he's ass.
Not as good.
Yeah, but he's
he
ass.
also won this week.
That boy's terrible. Anyway, that's week 1. Not much to talk about for that Eagles game. Eagles are really good.
Here's
Vikings
the
next-
thing. Here's the thing
Vikings
I
don't
will
look great.
say: Justin Jefferson is still him,
He is
but Darius Slay had him
locked up. That boy was
in a goddamn jail, bro.
Yep. All right, real quick, we will go over our picks for week 3, just straight up picks, and then we'll give our locks, and then we'll, wait, actually rewind it. Who is your performer? Who's your performer of the week for week 2?
Like player,
Yes, any player.
I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna be the boring. It's goddamn Stephon Diggs.
Okay, that's really good.
I know you're gonna say Tua. I'm not stupid.
Guys, he threw for almost 500 yards. He had 6 touchdowns. What do you think? Everybody's saying he's a.
That's why I didn't say it, because you were. I still probably want to say.
I
it, but
appreciate
Hold on,
that.
let me see the rest of the games.
I mean,
Jalen Hurts is also up there. He had a great game. Kyler Murray is also up there. No one from the. Yeah, this is what I was gonna say in the beginning. There was a lot of shitty games this week, dude.
yeah, there was.
But the games that were between 2 good teams were not shitty. They were
Nope.
amazing.
Nope. My week 2 MVP of the NFL season is Tua Tagovailoa. He had 469 passing yards and 6 touchdowns, and 4 of those things were in the fourth quarter. So Tua, you're my week 2 NFL MVP, and yours is
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon
3
Diggs.
touchdowns, I think 160 yards, 12
Fair enough.
receptions.
Fair enough. All right, on to week 3, making our picks, just straight up picks. Steelers versus the Browns. Browns are home.
Hold on one second. I have my pick somewhere.
I'll start then.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm taking the Browns here.
Oh, really?
This is the Thursday night game.
Really?
Yeah, I'm taking the Browns. It's at Cleveland Thursday night. Steelers' offense is pitiful. Browns' defense is not great, but
I'm also taking the Browns. So,
I just think they're gonna win it. I don't have much faith in the Steelers. All right, Bills Dolphins. I'm taking the Miami Dolphins.
oh, are you?
Yep, in Miami, I'm taking them.
I'm taking the Bills.
Fair enough. I just think I can't.
I think that
I can't.
that's
We're
probably
too hot.
Probably gonna be the game of the week.
I think so too. It's a 1:00 game too. Interesting. All right, Bengals Jets. I'll let you go.
I have the Bengals.
In the Bengals, I am taking the Bengals as well.
Okay. So what we've oh no, we have not matched in everyone because the second one we did not
Nope.
match on.
Raiders Titans. I'm taking the Raiders.
I'm also taking the Raiders.
All right, Saints Panthers. I'm going with the Saints.
I'm also going the Saints.
Ravens Patriots. Ravens come out with the dub in my opinion.
I'm also going with the Ravens.
Lions Vikings. Lions get a dub here.
Oh shit, I didn't pick that one. I'm going. What'd you say?
I said Lions get a dub.
I'm gonna take Vikings in their home place.
Eagles Commanders. Eagles won by 1,000.
Not 1,000, but I have the Eagles.
Chiefs Colts. I'm taking the Chiefs by 1,000,000.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Texans Bears. This is the who the fuck cares game of the week,
There's 2 of them.
and I'm
This is
taking.
one of them.
I see the other one.
The other one might be worse.
The other one might be right. Yeah. I'm taking the Texans.
Really? I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah.
I believe in Justin Fields.
I believe in
2-1, baby.
I believe in Dougie Davis Mills. Low key, he hasn't looked bad this year. Jaguars Chargers. This is actually a really interesting game. It depends on Herbert, really.
I think it'd be a lot better of a game if it was in Jacksonville.
Is Herbert playing? Do we know?
We don't know yet. I have not seen anything on him.
Right. Well, prematurely, I guess we got to pick this game. I'm gonna take the Chargers here.
You were really thinking about it.
Well, because I don't know if Herbert.
Who's their backup, dude?
JT Daniels.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the point.
Who the hell is that?
That's the point.
I'm still taking the Chargers.
All right. Rams
No matter
Cardinals.
what.
Rams Cardinals.
This is gonna be an interesting.
this
one.
is why-
I know
this-
I'm picking the Rams.
This is why I have a problem with this one. I'm taking the Cardinals.
Okay. We've disagreed on a couple of them, so we
Yep.
could have some movement.
All right.
Whatever the standings are, we could have some movement.
Yep. Packers Buccaneers. Wow, I had a stroke saying that. Packers Buccaneers. This is gonna be a really good game.
I think we're also gonna have a disagreement on this one.
Yep. I'm going with the Packers.
Oh shit. So am I. What the fuck?
Bucks don't look good on offense, dude.
They don't. Leonard Fournette better start scoring some tutties though. I have him on my fantasy team.
Falcons Seahawks. This is the other who the fuck cares game of the week, and I'm gonna take the Falcons.
So do I.
Yep.
Whatever.
49ers Broncos. I am going with the.
Oh, one's interesting. I think we're gonna disagree.
I'm going with the 49ers here.
No. So am I. Guess we're not disagreeing.
Nope. Cowboys Giants on Monday night. Once again, who the fuck cares? Actually, the Giants are. I think the Giants win this game in New York.
I also have the Giants winning this game, going 3-0.
Really?
Hopefully a big game from Saquon. So how many did we disagree on? One, 2, 3, like 4.
Yeah.
I think only 4 games.
Either way, that's
Well,
not the
that's-
shift.
It is.
So now we're gonna go into just the week 3 the spreads. This is via ESPN.com. That's what we always use for the spread. And if I could find it without, or maybe I can't find it. Hold up 1 second. I gotta pull it up. I don't know why I couldn't find it. ESPN isn't up yet. Usually it's up at this time, so that's kind of upsetting. I guess-
Really?
Yeah, it's not up. Usually it's up. Nothing. I can't even find it.
So
Alright.
we don't have.
No, we do.
Lines?
We have lines. We just gotta go to. I
Lines?
think it's gotta be Vegas Insider. Vegas Insider always has it. Yeah, they do. All right, here we go. This is the opening lines for the games this week via Vegas Insider. Usually we do it via ESPN, but there are no lines unless I can find it on my phone. Then maybe there are lines, but I don't think they're up yet on ESPN. I'll double check. This will be my check right here. Let's go NFL, and we'll go to week 3. They do have lines. I apologize. All right, here we go. You're just gonna tell me whether or not you think that they cover or don't cover. All right. Bills -5.5. Did they cover?
Ho, this is a good one. I think the Bills are going to win, but I am going to guess that they do not cover. I think
right.
it'll be the first close game of the
I'm saying they don't cover. Bears Texans. Chicago is -3. I don't think they cover because I think they lose.
Yeah, they're going to cover that. They'll
All
win
right.
by 10.
Another disagreement there. We could keep separate trackers for this too.
Yeah, we can.
Raiders Titans. It's Las Vegas -2, and I think that the Raiders will cover by at least twice that.
Yeah, they'll cover.
Chiefs Colts. KC -6.5. I think that Kansas City covers.
I'd take Kansas City -14.
I would too. Lions Vikings -6 for Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota covers. I think Lions win the game flat out. So I don't think Minnesota covers.
What's the
Minnesota -6.
No, they're not going to cover that.
All right.
But they're going to win.
Ravens Patriots. This is actually a really interesting line. This makes me think twice about this game for some reason. Baltimore -3. That's it.
What?
Yeah, Baltimore -3. Now it's
I
in
have
New England, so
I
maybe
still have
that
them.
contributes to it. But
It's probably because they're 1-1, I'm sure.
yep.
But I have Ravens covering.
All right. I do too. Bengals Jets. It's Cincinnati -4.5. I don't think Bengals cover this.
They cover it. They'll have a good comeback game.
I think it'll be close.
They'll do what the last two teams should have done. The fucking Joe Flacco.
Eagles -6.5 versus the Commanders. I don't think they cover this. I don't like the line.
6.5. No, that'll be a good. I think that'll be a good game.
I don't think they cover.
They'll
Sa-
probably win by like anywhere from 3 to 4.
I think so too. Saints Panthers New Orleans -3. They cover that.
They do not cover.
My reasoning is it's a bad Panthers offense versus a very good Saints defense.
That's true, but I don't think.
Los Angeles Chargers -7 versus the Jags. That definitely means that Herbo's got to be playing.
As of right now, I'm sure he's
and-
day to day, so I'm sure he's gonna play.
And if Herbo plays, honestly, I think I take that spread.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
Rams Cardinals, Los Angeles Rams -3.5. I do not have them covering.
Neither do I. I have him winning though.
Fair enough. I have them losing. Falcons Seahawks. Seahawks -2. I don't have them covering because I had the Falcons winning that game.
Same here. I'm surprised they're even favored.
Favored
to
me
win,
too.
though.
Packers
interesting.
Bucks. It's Tampa Bay -1.5, and they do not cover in my opinion because the Packers win.
Oh yeah, same. I thought you said Green Bay's
Nope.
-1.5.
49ers Broncos. San Francisco -1.5. I'm gonna say that they cover that.
Yeah, they do.
And then
They'll
last,
win by 5.
I think so too. I think they'll win a little bit more actually. I don't think it'll be as close as people think. And then Cowboys Giants. It is the Cowboys -2.5 on Monday Night Football. I think they cover that.
What?
The Giants -2.5.
Oh, I thought you said Cowboys -2.5.
No, Giants -2.5.
Yeah, because they're gonna win.
Yep.
They're gonna win by. They're gonna win by 3,
Yep. All right.
which means they cover.
Here are my 3 locks. Here are my 2 locks of the week that are just regular locks, and my upset of the week. Okay. My 2 locks for the week are going to be the Chiefs -6.5, and my second lock of the week is going to be San Francisco -1.5.
It's a bold one right there.
Yep. And then my upset of the week is going to go to the. I'm in between. Actually, no, no. I'm sorry. I'm changing my pick. I'm changing it. No, my second lock of the week is gonna be the Baltimore Ravens -3 at the Patriots. And then my upset of the week is going to be now. Like I said, I'm in between a couple on this one. I'm in between. The Falcons. I'm in between. The Falcons. I'm in between a couple other ones, but I think because of the line and just what it is. I think my upset of the week is going to be given out to the Lions, who I
knew
think
you were gonna do that.
I think they'll cover it at least. I think at +6 you get it, and I think they cover. So Lions are my upset of the week, and yeah.
I think. Well, first of all, my 2 locks. You had what? You had the Chiefs.
And the
Ravens?
and the Ravens. Yep.
I'm gonna have the Raiders
A lot of tough lines.
as my lock.
Okay.
One of my locks. And then I am going to do the Bengals.
The Bengals.
I did it week 1 and they disappointed me. We both did actually.
Yep.
And they disappointed
Fuckers.
both of us.
Fuckers.
But I'm gonna do it. I think they'll be fine and they're gonna come out and win a game convincingly. And then my upset. I don't really have many upsets this week, honestly.
there aren't that many.
But I have the Falcons because they're technically, like you said,
+2.
Yeah.
They're +2. So that's an
So
upset.
they technically are the underdog, and I have them winning. So
All right.
there you go.
All right. We
What here? I have a question for you. What do you think is going to be the game of the week?
Bills Dolphins. 1,000,000%. Not even close.
I'm gonna go off of that. I'm not gonna say that. That probably will be the game of the week, but I'm gonna be more fun. I'm gonna say the game of the week is going to be the Eagles and the Washington Commanders.
Ooh. Okay.
I
All right.
think it'll be a fun, high-scoring game to watch.
So in this
Hopefully.
in this episode, we covered our locks of the week. We went over week 2. We gave our picks for the week. We gave our betting lines and picks for the week, and we gave out MVPs of week 2 for the NFL season. As always, we shoot a NFL episode typically once a week, unless one of us can't get out of bed, then we won't. But we do the show typically once a week on the Unfiltered Influence YouTube channel and Spotify. Make sure that you guys all like, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it to at least 2 friends. And until next time, it's been a good show. And see you later.
Catch you later.